Is COVID making a return? Foreigners given 2 years visa extension in Thailand. And lastly, is Thailand in desperate need to fix its electrical wiring? All this and more on today's Good Morning Thailand. Could you please take a moment to click the like and subscribe button? It helps us way more than you know. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. My name is Jay and this is my lovely host Lalisa.
Thank you very much, Jay. I see you're sporting the Thaiger shirt today.
Of course, one of us has to.
Hey, I'm a tiger. I'm like a literal tiger.
Isn't that a leopard?
Oh, tigers are not leopards. Yep.
But sure, same, but different.
Same.
Welcome everyone to Good Morning Thailand. This is where we get to talk about some current affairs and the top headlines in Thailand, as well as have a quick conversation. Now we've got a lot of topics today, and we will be addressing your comments and feedback near the end of the show. So if you do have any questions, please, you can ask away because the voice of God is always watching. And you can also use the timestamps near the end of the video, after the live videos ended. You can use the timestamps to skip to the part to directly go to the news that you're here to find out more about. Shall we get cracking?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Our first topic, Natty, is regarding the government.
Mm-hmm.
What a surprise. Well, the government has come out and warned the Bangkok governor in particular, and Bangkok as it is the capital, to curb activities to prevent the spread of COVID. And this is directly relating to our thumbnail, which basically says, is COVID making a return? Because we don't have to look too far, but let's take starting with the example of our office. Quite a few people are starting to have the COVID-19 infection, at least for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people I know around Bangkok as well. We have quite a few infections, but it's just the severity has gone down of the symptoms, as well as people are a lot more calm about it. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows at least 2 to 3 people who's got COVID-19. And the Public Health Ministry is actually planning today to have a strong conversation with the Bangkok Governor Khun Chat to limit public activities to minimize a possibility that coronavirus might making a big resurgence in the city and the country. Now, Dr. Gietipum, who is the Permanent Secretary for Public Health Affairs, said figures showed that the government hospitals in the capital should brace for a swell of new COVID-19 patients. A lot of people have been coming back from the long weekend as well. For a lot of you who are unaware, it was a fairly long weekend. I think Wednesday was a public holiday, but for many people, they took Thursday or Friday off and had a very nice long weekend holiday for themselves. And currently, there are about 2,000 people a day now being treated in hospitals, and more than half of them in Bangkok, he said. And 42% of coronavirus inpatients in the capital are seriously ill or showing life-threatening symptoms. Now, that does sound, very severe, and we have to be careful because sometimes just talking about the facts, people think that we're fear-mongering or not. We're not. These are just simple facts. And the governor, Khun Chat, who chairs the Communicable Disease Committee in Bangkok, thus has the authority to issue any health measures he deems necessary. So he can actually issue these health measures and curb these outdoor activities if he wants, and if he actually listens to these pleas from the Permanent Secretary for Public Health. And it's going to be a bit strange if he does implement those measures, because Khun Chat is one of the first people to embrace the removal of the mask mandate. He's also initiated several programs to restore life back to Bangkok, and including open air movies, concerts in public parks. In particular, this weekend I was actually in Siam Center, and you couldn't even go and park your car in Siam Center. Slightly annoying. However, I was less annoyed once I did find parking because there were a lot of open air concerts. It was extremely lively. Siam was fully packed with a lot of people. There was a lot of young kids, middle-aged people, came out with their rock bands, singing very popular songs, having dance shows, and it was quite vibrant, quite nice. Did you experience any public event recently?
Recently, yeah, I think I have similar experiences like you that a lot of things in Thailand have opened up. You know, comedy clubs have opened up fully now. They're running on a weekly basis even. Also there's tons of activities going on out in the parks.
Yeah.
Actually, Kun Chachat last month, he was in a swingers event.
A what?
Okay, don't mean to make it sound weird, but you know the swing dance, right? The American swing dance? In the
Sure.
park, Lumpini Park.
Oh, okay.
He was there, actually.
All right.
Yeah, so it's all good fun.
Context really matters, ladies and gentlemen. Well, continuing with the story, Dr. Kirtipum's position reflects growing worries about a possible spike as doctors and health personnel have warned of the danger of two new subvariants, BA.4 and BA.5 due to the high transmission of those COVID-19 variants. Now, I think we've also spoken about this, Nadia, in the last couple of weeks, that medical professionals will always, be on high alert, and they will be on the side of statistics and medical facts and always warn the people and the public to be careful. But they only look at it from one point of view, whereas the governor, he's coming back and he's understanding that the people are so frustrated, the economy is suffering, people need to make money, people need to have some joy in life, and he's actually trying to help with these outdoor activities to bring some joy into people's life. The Prime Minister chimed in. Kun Prayut Chan-o-cha, General Prayut actually, was concerned about the possibility of the coronavirus spike and urged people returning from family visits and vacations during this 5-day holiday to monitor their health. And there's going to be a much longer long weekend. I feel like we have a lot of long weekends in Thailand, but there's going to be, I think, a 5-day long weekend near the end of the month.
Yes.
That's what everyone's gearing up to, and I think that's why these comments are starting to appear. Medical professionals are coming out and saying, "Oh, I'm going to talk to the government. The Prime Minister's saying everybody be careful," because they're expecting this 5-day long weekend. People are going to go out. All the coronavirus is going to be transmitted everywhere, and people are going to end up becoming severely ill. However, most people don't care.
I think it's a good thing, actually, that they're coming out and warning people. So people who are quite concerned with these type of illnesses will be like, maybe I should stay home. But for those who kind of already got it or don't care or whatever, you feel like this is over, let's move on, then they can go out and enjoy themselves, I think. But it's not fear mongering necessarily. I think it's just information that needs to be put out, especially there are still a lot of people who are in the risk group. So having that knowledge is not a bad thing.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, one thing maybe this is the one that I agree with the most. People around the country have been told to take a 10-day isolation period if you test positive for COVID-19 seriously. As most people, they test positive, after 4 or 5 days, they either feel nothing or they have very mild symptoms or they've recovered from the symptoms and they just feel like, oh, I'm feeling good now, and they just leave without realizing that they could transmit that COVID-19 virus to someone else because you can still transmit the virus. So people have not actually been taking that 10-day isolation period seriously, and therefore they're going out of their house or out of isolation much earlier and transmitting the disease to someone else, and you never know how that might affect someone else. So the government and medical professionals have been advising people that, guys, if you do test positive, do the right thing, isolate, and try your best not to transmit that virus to someone else.
Yep.
But surely, Nadi, there's no going back now.
No, please don't.
What would that mean if we went back? I mean, I can't even imagine the country now if we added restrictions. I don't really want to talk about it.
No, I think that would be detrimental to the economy and people's mental health. So let's keep moving forward. Those of you who are scared, stay home. Those of you who want to enjoy life, let's do it but in a considerate manner. If you have contracted COVID, stay in your house until you test negative and then go enjoy life afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't say the R word.
No. What is that, restriction?
Yes.
So many things.
All right, for now, I've got a quick update before we talk about more topics around Thailand. Now, some good news. Foreign workers have been granted a 2-year visa extension.
Woo!
Now, nearly 1.7 million registered foreign workers initially allowed to work until February 13, 2023 will be granted extensions to work for another 2 years. Labour Minister Kun Suchat said the cabinet approved on July the 5th a work permit extension for 1.69 million migrant workers to Feb 2025. And the workers include about 410,000 that were approved in 2020, 930,000 approved in 2021, and 350,000 in September 2021. Oh, excuse me. Yes, 2021 again. So the government expects the measure to help speed up the economic recovery, as these workers play an important role in the agriculture industry, in the tourism industry, in the construction industry. So these foreign workers can further not worry about their work visa for another 2 years, at least until 2025. So good on these 1.7 million registered foreign workers. I guess I'm just not important enough because I never got any visa extension. Well, it's not a visa extension, is it? It's like a work extension.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's good because
extensions for work, yes.
Yeah, especially people who are working in the construction or the service industry, like they have a lot to worry about already, like finances and family, a lot of stuff. So taking care of the visa thing is one less thing to worry about, I think.
But what about me, Natty? What about the little man?
Let's move on.
What is All right. Let's talk now about a little bit about Molnupiravir, because the government and the FDA has actually come out and said, stop buying it online and using it. Nettie, you've got some more information on Molnupiravir. No, Molnupiravir.
Is it Molnupiravir? That's how I've been reading it all this time.
Molnupiravir.
Yes.
Sure. We'll go syllable by syllable, shall we?
So just to add on to your story, right?
Yeah.
Like you were saying, there's more COVID numbers coming up recently. Also, about a week ago, I think I also made a news announcement that the government has said that the COVID cases will peak in September.
Yeah.
So now people are almost panicking and they're buying Molnupiravir, which is the pill known to kind of help cure the C word. We can say it, right? COVID, yes. The pandy stuff. So tons of Molnupiravir pills. Man, this is so hard to say. Wait. So Molnupiravir pills have been sold illegally, imported from unverified sources, are now being sold on black markets and on the internet. Now, the FDA officials are now warning the public to say that self-administering the drug can be dangerous. And they also advise that patients should only take the drug after consulting with a doctor or other medical professions who can prescribe the proper usage. Because even if you are, quote unquote, kind of on paper, it looks like you can take the drug. For example, if you're pregnant, you shouldn't take the drug, or you should take the drug with a very small dosage. So you will need to know the proper usage of it. You shouldn't buy it on the internet. But also they found that a couple of Molnupiravir pills are not even Molnupiravir pills. They're just
pills.
They're just pills of something else. And so
something herbal.
So it's dangerous, really. It's not FDA approved. And they also they said that Molnupiravir could become ineffective in treating future COVID-19 outbreaks if it is widely misused, overused, or counterfeited. And I wonder if this is going to be similar to the antibiotics, how people keep using it, I don't know, like whenever they feel like it, even though it's not meant for that kind of illness, and they take it anyway, and it kind of gets resistant. Could be. So don't buy it on the black market. It seems unsafe anyway.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But if the government and the hospitals are treating, if you do get infected with COVID-19, a lot more different now. So initially, if you got sick, I'm talking about after a lot of the restrictions were eased, you could call the hospital. They would send the medicine to you to your doorstep, pretty much. And you could get the medicine. Now, if you call them, they'd be like, yeah, if you don't have any symptoms and it's not severe, you can come pick it up to the hospital if you want, but no one's going to come and give it to you. It's just very normal now. That's actually what the nurse said. It's very normal now.
I actually physically went to the hospital, and it's not a small hospital. It's actually a pretty big private hospital, and they actually turned me away. They're like, oh, you got COVID? It's okay. Just rest at home. Please go away. I'm like, oh, okay.
You've got a cough. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well.
Okay. All right. Well, it affects different people differently.
Yeah, it does.
You're a young, healthy lady.
So are you.
Thank you, Nettie. What's the first thing you think about when I say the word pills?
You see, because I grew up in a household where my parents didn't encourage any pills, and I just don't like taking them. Even though there was one time where I probably would have needed some sort of medication because I was sick for a month, but I refused to take any sort of medication. So I don't know. It kind of like, ooh, I don't want to take it.
I think there was a misunderstanding there.
Oh no!
Let me repeat my question.
Oh no!
What's the first word? Oh, I was trying to say a joke, and you just went into this in-depth commentary. Thank you for that, though.
Okay.
I'm glad that the Natty household is against pills.
Yeah.
In general, but let me ask you the question again.
Okay.
What's the first word you think of when I say the word pills?
Oh no! This is gonna
What's
show
the first
where
thing
my
that comes up to your mind?
Oh, Viagra.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Why? What was your joke though?
I was gonna say Bill Cosby, but
Oh,
let's move
dude,
on from
it's
that.
Equally, it's worse. Okay,
Let's
go
move on
on.
to that. Let's take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be addressing our poll we asked you on Friday. We'll be talking about Koh Phangan and how the full moon party is back, baby. And is Thailand in desperate need of fixing its electrical wiring? Find out more after the break.
Your next destination is only a click away. Fly Thai Vietjet.
Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show, please click the like button. There's about 350 people watching and only 60 likes. Please click the like button. It really does help us a lot more than you think. For now, I would like to thank Thai Vietjet for sponsoring the show. You can travel domestically as little as 477 baht and internationally for as little as 1,777 baht. If you are traveling, please consider Thai Vietjet. And also, a big thank you to the Queensland Thaiger.
Ooh.
Because guess what, Natty?
What?
He's a Thaiger legend.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much to the Queensland Thaiger for supporting the channel.
Like the name.
From Australia, Queensland, I'm guessing.
Queensland Thaiger.
Yeah. And it's now time to address our poll. Now, on Friday, we asked the viewers something regarding the tourism fee. Now, the 300 baht tourism fee, which has been talked about for months and months, is finally most probably going to take place within this year. It's been pretty much confirmed. But the proposed 300 baht tourism fee is back, and the insurance coverage will be a value of 500,000 baht, covering accidents, riots, terrorism, natural disaster, or other incidents. More details about the fee is on our website, www.thethaiger.com. So the question was, basically, does this sound great? One less thing to worry about, or I don't like this tourism fee. 59% people said I don't like it. I don't like it. You're charging me 300 baht tourism fee. I don't like it. 41% said sounds great. One less thing to worry about. I thought a lot more people would say that they don't like it, and I understand. I understand why. It's just added costs.
Right.
A lot of the comments said, look, 300 baht is not a lot. At least they're letting me know about it, and they're going to charge it with my airline fare, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of people felt like, look, I don't want to pay more, which is fair enough. I don't want to pay more.
I understand that nobody wants to pay more, especially if you don't know what the cost is for, right? But I mean, if the cost is for insurance, you know that, at least that's one less thing to worry about. That's also okay. Also, another thing that they say, like, is this dual pricing? Why do foreigners have to pay a lot? I just wanted to make a comparison. Like when I want to go to the States, for example, I have to pay for a visa, and the visa is not cheap. It's 6,000 baht, and that's just to get me into the country for a month
And also,
or less.
when you apply for the visa, it's not guaranteed you'll actually be successful.
Yes, and you can, if it doesn't go through, that 6,000 baht is just like moot.
Yes.
Like that's it, you're gone.
And I think you can't apply for a while as well, no? 3 months or 6 months?
I mean,
sure.
like the 6,000 baht, I think is for, don't quote me on this because I haven't gone for a while, but like a month or 2 months or 3 months. So, but for a short period of time.
To where? To the US?
To the
I thought they
US.
give 10-year visas.
You apply for 1 month, but if they look at your passport and you look like a decent person, they will naturally extend it for you for 10 years. But there is no 10-year visa necessarily. I mean, there is, but you don't necessarily have to apply for that. They will look at it from case-by-case basis. But what I'm trying to say is that we actually have to pay to go to Western countries, and I find it valuable, so I pay that price. And Americans, actually, on the contrary, when they come to Thailand, they don't have to. Do they have to pay visa? I don't know, but like you guys can stay here for 3 months.
I'm not American.
Yeah.
But I think U.S. might be exempted from visa. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But talking about that topic, Natty, quick fill time while I find, because there was an article on the Thaiger that was actually talking about, a lot of countries have extra fees. Excuse me.
Citizens need to apply. We're professional.
Yes, we are.
So U.S. citizens, tourists entering Thailand for fewer than 30 days do not even need a visa. So yeah, so you guys have an advantage. You just pay 300 baht and then you can enter our country for 30 days. I think that's fair.
Yeah, there we go. Thailand isn't the only place in the world that applies tourist taxes. An article actually done by Tim Newton himself. And there's no point in me going through all the list of countries, but yeah, like for example, Australia has a goods and services tax. Austria has accommodation tax. So you're paying for, more for your hotels. Quite a lot of countries do. Bhutan's tourism tax is one of the world's highest. Minimum daily fee for almost foreigners is about $250 per person per day. So, and the list goes on. But then again, I get it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And that's all right. That's all right.
Hey, can I interject really quickly?
Yes.
What's up, Paria? Just made a nice, kind donation, and he says, visa is free on arrival because we are awesome. Pow, rock him, sock him. I'm pretty sure you know who that is.
I think that's his tagline, rock him, sock him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the donation, What's up, Paria, and for the information. So, U.S. citizens, visa is free on arrival. The U.S. passport is a pretty good passport.
Yeah, that's
It's one of the top passports around the world where you get to travel to a ridiculous amount of countries with a visa exemption and for free.
Yeah.
So a great passport to travel. Indian passport, not as much. Not as much.
Neither.
I can't even
Thailand's
go to
not great.
Japan or Korea or quite a few countries in Asia. Even Malaysia, I think Indian passport has to pay.
Right. Because you're not part of the Southeast Asian group.
I think the only place I didn't have to pay for visa was in Maldives.
Oh, really?
That's right. And that was the only time I traveled with one of my Thai friends. And my Thai friend got in for 30 days, whereas I got in for 90 days, Natty.
Yeah!
Winning! I spent only 2 days because it's a very expensive place and I couldn't afford to be there for more than 2 days. It was a nice trip. It was a nice weekend trip.
Right.
Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on. Just, people got a quick glimpse of my sad life. Is Thailand in desperate need of better electrical wiring? Now, Natty, unfortunately, this is actually a sad news piece. Now, 3 electricians were unfortunately died in an explosion in central Thailand. An explosion at a smelting plant in central Thailand's Ratchaburi province was fatal for 3 electricians last night. These electricians had been sent to the plant to fix a control board, according to the police, but as they were working, the control board exploded and a fire broke out. Factory workers scrambled to put out the fire with an extinguisher and water, but 4 of them were then electrocuted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the fire was brought under control shortly afterwards. And it's very unfortunate because this another tragic explosion actually happened last month. Thailand's northeastern province of Sakon Nakhon. A university lecturer during research at a garbage dump was killed by an explosion there as well.
Whoa.
And then, early this month or last month, there was a fire that broke out because of another fire in electrical wiring in Yawarat. And there was also, we were actually going to go do a charity event there, which was, there was a fire broke out, once again caused by wiring issues in a community, in an area in Bangkok. Where people lost, 2 lives were lost, and a lot of houses, I think 14 or 15 houses burned down. I mean, Thailand has a real big problem with these wires and these electrical wiring fires and explosions. When are they going to get their act together? You know, surely, even with the great work that the governor is doing, surely this is one of the things on his list to improve in Bangkok.
I certainly hope so. I mean, what he was planning with the smart city, I'm not too sure what smart city entails, but I hope that the wiring will be at least a lot upgraded quite a bit. Yeah, that'd be good.
It's going to take a while, and unfortunately that's just a situation that we live in. We keep talking about these these explosions and these fires and these loss of lives. How long will it take to fix it?
Right.
And where, and they're having in different places. They're not having it at the same place. So it's a huge location, Bangkok, obviously.
Yes.
But it's happening everywhere, and it could happen anywhere. It could happen even in Asok, and it's like one of the most upscale places in Sukhumvit and city center, business area center, and it could happen here. God knows what happens somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a while to fix this issue, but I do hope the governor and Bangkok can get its act together regarding the wiring and these explosions. All right, Nettie, before we take a break, let's talk about Korat Phangan. Now, I actually briefly spoke about this topic yesterday, but there were about 20,000 people.
Yes.
Now, do you have a little bit more information on Korat Phangan springing back into gear with a July full moon party?
Well, I mean, the only more updates, I guess, that I would have is that lots of these people are now coming from different countries. Did you speak about like where they're coming from?
I only spoke the fact that there were a lot of Indian tourists and a lot of Saudi tourists.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only update I have is that if you've never been to a full moon party before, have you actually?
No, I've never been to a full moon
party. Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to go there at least once in your lifetime for the experience, for sure. But for those of you who don't know, every single month there is at least one full moon party event, and the next one will actually fall on Mother's Day. Supposedly it's on August 12th. But
Mother's Day.
Yeah, but authorities are looking to actually move it to August 13th. So it might happen possibly on 2 days. We don't know. So do check back with thetiger.com. We'll definitely have a full moon
party delayed after the moon's passed.
Oh. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, 20,000 people showed up in the full moon this year, and it was quite a spectacle. It was nice to see. It was very lively. All the hotels were booked, at least in Hadrin Beach, and everything. It was a lively atmosphere. Good for Korat Phangan.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the full moon party?
I have, but that was like ages ago. Yeah. So I can only imagine the party getting crazier and crazier. But the ones that I went to look very similar to the footage that we're showing you now. So it's filled mostly with travelers or non-Thais for that matter. And they would drink out of buckets, you know, the classic old alcohol bucket, and lots of EDM music, lots of dancing.
Edibles.
No, I have not experienced at that party in particular. But the fun thing is when you wake up in the morning, if you actually sleep on the beach, you would wake up to a lot of people just laying around randomly on the beach.
The only thing I thought is kind of slightly funny. It was just like there's like a horde of Saudi tourists in full moon party. You know, I mean, there's so many restrictions in Saudi Arabia, and you know these families just traveling to experience it for the first time. Good on them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Who says that Saudis can't party?
Yeah, gotta let that hair
Middle
down
Eastern
a little bit.
People know how to party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can go and have a good time and feel a bit more free.
Yeah.
And less restrictive. And explore themselves.
I don't know much of the Middle Eastern culture, but since you've lived there for a while, I know in the respective countries, say Saudi Arabia, the women have to cover up, right? But say if they travel outside their country, though, can they then remove it? Is that considered not good?
They even do it on the plane.
Okay, okay, just wondering.
I'm saying this, I have experience. I used to work with airlines for 2 years. Qatar Airways, like a lot of them, what they would do is before they land in Thailand, they'd already changed their clothes on the plane. Because, legally they're not allowed to, right? When they're in their own country.
But outside, it's not.
And also because of family reasons, because of many reasons. But yeah, even husband and wife, like they often change from their traditional clothes to maybe more chill clothes before they arrive to their holiday destination. Not just Thailand, but even other countries. Yeah. A lot of people think that they're very restrictive and they live their lives like this, and because they're Muslims, they behave, they're expected to behave in a certain way, very stereotypically, but most of them are very chill. The ones who travel especially, and who have traveled, they've got international education, they're quite open-minded. When they're in their country, they behave themselves in a certain way. When they're outside, they can party, they can have fun. Saudis are good people to party with, for sure.
I need to know more Saudi people.
All right, we're going to take a break for now, and once we come back from the break, we've got two last topics regarding non-smelly durian fruit. A durian that does not smell. That's a first, as well as Thailand's new obsession over roti sai mai. What's that? Find out more after the break. Hello and welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. This show, as you might have seen in the ad, is brought to you by British International School Phuket, which is one of the top schools in Thailand. Because guess what, Natty? In 2021, so the school has IB diploma to graduate the high school. It's got IB diploma, which is the International Baccalaureate. And the world pass rate was 88%. So around the world, 88% of kids who took the IB program passed the IB program at 88%. Guess what the percentage was at BISP?
Tell me it was 100.
It was 100%. Every student who took the IB diploma passed.
Yeah.
Because of the academic excellence available at British International School Phuket. So check them out if you're living in the southern part of Thailand, or anywhere really in Thailand. They've even got boarding. Send your school over. It's the best school. That's all I've got to say about it. Let's now quickly address, here we go, What's Up Pattaya, with another donation. Thank you very much, good sir. He says, Nettie and Jay need to come party in Pattaya with Tequila Joe in December and drink some tequila. Pow, rock'em, sock'em.
We should have a competition. Who can do rock'em, sock'em better?
It's a tagline. It's going to catch on. If you do it enough, it does catch on. Thank you very much for the offer. What's Up Pattaya? You do seem like a very fun person to party with. So, please don't be surprised if we do take you up on that offer. But thank you very much, Tequila Joe.
Rock'em sock'em.
Yeah, rock'em sock'em. All right, let's now talk about Hold the Stink, everybody.
Hold it.
The new durian from Korat doesn't smell. How's this possible, Natty? Tell me more.
Well, we all know that durian has a distinct smell. Some even call it smelly.
The stinky fruit.
How dare they?
Yeah.
But now there's a different way there's a new strain, of durian developed in Korat.
Yeah.
And it's being hailed as the non-smelly version of the famous large fruit. Now, the northeastern province of Korat has just received the GI certification, or that is the Geographical Indication Certification, for its new strain of durian, and is getting a lot of positive feedback. Known as the Pak Chong Khao Yai durian, the far less pungent fruit is a variety of the popular Montong strain and made its debut at Chok Chai Farm over the weekend in the Pak Chong district, hence its name. Now, the debut was part of the Pak Chong Khao Yai GI Durian Festival, which was put on in part with the help of the TAT, and they invited people to a buffet to sample the durian, as well as virtual tours of orchids as part of the amazing durian metaverse. The buffet was about 399 baht for a 49-minute fruit feeding frenzy. I think that's a very specific number. Both the time and the price, and it featured a variety of other fruits as well, such as sweet apple, which is noina, some longan, dragon fruit, bananas, basically anything that can be grown locally in Thailand, but obviously the star attraction is the durian itself. Now, tasters describe the new variety of the less stinky durian as sweet and dry with soft flesh and without the signature strong smell. I have so much to comment about the story and so many questions. But I think the thing that caught my attention first was the metaverse. There's a TAT durian metaverse for this event, meaning that people can actually tour the orchid virtually online.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the future, Natty.
It is the future.
People aren't going to go to exhibitions anymore in
Yeah.
the future. They're just going to join the exhibition through the metaverse.
Do you think it will change the way people want to do tourism in general? Like, what if, like, for example, that's in Korat, and I want to go there so much, but man, it's so costly to get there. I don't have the means to, or whatever, or I don't have time that weekend. Maybe I can just join it online, and then they will never go there ever again.
Who knows, Natty? All I'm going to say is Wally.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Wally?
Yeah, where's Waldo?
No, Wall-E.
Oh, Wally. Oh, okay.
Yes, Wall-E.
Eva. It's
Yes.
the female one.
It's a very great representation of where we're heading towards. Check out, is it Pixar?
Yeah, Pixar.
Pixar's Wall-E. But yeah, I think with the advancement of technology,
We will now be
AI is
traveling-
going to take over.
robots.
Yeah, no.
But also, I don't know if I like that they actually have to create a different strain of durian to make it not smelly.
Does it just have like a lot of pesticides?
Oh, I don't.
How do they get it
think
to not
so.
smell? And if it doesn't smell, is it really going to taste that good? Because you actually said it's Mong Tong, right?
It's a different strain of it. Yeah.
Mong Tong is my favorite durian.
Yeah.
And, I mean, personally, to me, it doesn't smell, but I'm like, if it's not authentic and if it doesn't have that taste, are they just trying to make it so that people can get over the smell and try that fruit more?
Yeah,
Because
but-
you either like it or you don't. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. You don't have to have FOMO, fear of missing out. If you don't like a certain
Yes.
thing, you don't have to force yourself to come up with a different strand to eat it. To me, this also almost seems like Beyond Meat. Like how I hope I'm not going to I'm definitely going to upset vegans here, but if you want to eat vegetarian, go ahead and eat vegetarian food. There's tons of tofu, there's tons of a lot of things, but if you're trying to make mock meat and make the plants bleed, that makes it look like animals, but they're not animals, what are you doing? Like, why do you want something to pretend to be something they're not? There's tons of cuisines that are vegetarian, and you can eat them as vegetarian food. You don't have to try to make a non-vegetarian food vegetarian, is what I'm trying to say. Same thing with the durians. If you don't like durians, don't eat them. Why
Don't-
genetically
yeah.
modify them?
Don't worry, Nettie. You won't upset anyone because Josephine's only alive because we water her with vegans' tears. Vegan people's tears, rather.
Pat, pat. I feel bad for the people
Don't feel
who are...
bad for liking, for enjoying meat.
No,
It's okay.
I don't feel bad about that.
You're
What
a
I was going to
carnivore.
say is that I feel bad for the people who actually listen to this in a podcast form, because there's so many awkward silences where we are just looking dead straight into the camera, but they can't see that. And they're like, wait, is the radio off?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's still on.
I live by the rule that you've just got to live and let people live.
Yeah.
Vegans are more than welcome to do whatever they like, and that's okay. And if you're a meat lover, Natty, that's fine,
Yeah.
We've all seen Natty at a steak restaurant. You
Yum,
can imagine
yum.
how she's going to be,
Yum, yum,
She
yum.
wants some real wheat. She wants meat from a dead animal, She wants to chew it. She wants blood dripping down her face. She wants some war paint on her face and just go, yes! Our last topic for today is regarding roti sai mai, which is actually a dessert, Natty.
I know. I like roti sai mai.
It's actually one of my favorite desserts. Now,
Yeah.
roti sai mai is basically cotton candy. I don't actually think it's cotton candy, but it's a Thai version of cotton candy. And roti is just like a very thin, flour-based. It's not the
Yes.
Indian roti, but yeah,
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
made
it's
from flour. It's very thin, and you put the cotton candy in the roti, wrap it up, and eat it. It might sound disgusting to you if you are not used to it, but it's actually very aroy mak.
Uh-huh.
So let me just say, why am I talking about roti
Yeah.
sai mai? It's because K-pop superstar Lisa from the band Blackpink is back. Now, she first made meatballs really famous. She's from the Buriram province in Thailand, and because she's a global superstar, she has such a big fan following. She was talking about how she used to love eating these meatballs from her province, and that vendor who was selling the meatballs just, became an overnight sensation. Everybody went to her and started to buy her meatballs, and they loved her food and they wanted to eat it. But now she made a video of her eating roti sai mai. She was actually making her own roti sai mai, which has now made roti sai mai a craze for people all around Thailand.
Soft power food.
That's right, soft power food. A lot of the younger generations are going out and being like, "Oh, roti sai mai. I know about this. I've ignored it for the last 6 months because it's just pure sugar and bad for my health. But now I'm gonna eat it because my favorite K-pop star eats it, and I just want to fit in and take part."
Oh, okay.
But a lot of people from Korea as well have actually have ordered roti sai mai from Thailand to be transported to Korea, so they too can enjoy it. The only thing I would say is that it is actually very yummy.
It's so good.
Once in a while, you can indulge and have yourself a nice dessert, which is just pure sugar and absolutely awful for your health. But once in a while, it's okay. You gotta let loose.
Can I just say that the footage that we're showing,
Yeah.
it looks so unappetizing, but let me rest assured, it tastes really good. Like, it's not as pretty, like even the real thing, if you see it on the streets, it typically comes in a plastic bag, so not necessarily the most environmentally friendly thing ever to be packaged like that, but oh my gosh, the taste is so bomb diggity though. It's so good.
Bomb diggity?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, if you haven't tried roti sai mai, I would suggest you try it because it's probably going to be everywhere now.
Oh, please.
Now that it's out in the news media outlets, I'm sure even people in Bangkok are going to be talking about it for a couple of weeks before they forget and move on to something else.
Yeah. Vegans can also eat this because it's all plants. Oh, all sugar. Is sugar plants? Sugar canes. Okay, let's move on.
Just trying to make up for her comments about vegans. We love you, vegans.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Another donation from What's Up Padia. He says, question for Natty, what is Ricky's coffee?
What is Ricky's coffee? I don't even know what Ricky's coffee is. But I did Google it, and it says Ricky's is temporarily closed. So I have no idea. I don't know where that is. But what I can say is Rock'em Sock'em.
Oh, no. All right. Okay. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be addressing some of your comments and feedback from all of the topics that we've spoken about today. Or you could just ask us any question you like. So yes, if you are enjoying it, 451 people watching, please click the like button. We'll be back right after this. Conversation and have your voice heard. Discuss the issues, share information, and get information. Thaiger Talk is where you keep in touch with everything Thailand. Go to thethaiger.com/talk. Welcome back. This is the lovely Natty.
Hi.
I'm Jay. Enter the chat. The voice of God.
Hi.
Oh God, there she is.
I should go back to hello.
I feel like you
your
just
hellos.
Hello.
your hi is more like you've just like sprung out of a bush. You know, you've been hiding and you're just like hi, and instead of like me being happy that you're here, I'm like ah.
I can go back to hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So comments. Marky Mark asked, "Who is this imposter without the beard?" You. That is you, Jay.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Oh
I
my
apologize.
God.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Marky Mark asked, "Who is this imposter without the beard?" Actually, a lot of people ask that.
All I'm going to say is mistakes were made. if I must address it, I was not planning to go fully shaved, unfortunately. All I'm going to say is mistakes were made, and I had to commit. Yeah. I had to commit. It's difficult.
It is weird though, I'm not gonna lie, because you look so, but you know, in real life, Jay, and on camera, Jay, you also look different. Like you look a lot more baby face in on screen actually than in real life.
Oh, okay. I look younger on screen.
Yeah, but in real life you look like a
old man.
Macho man.
Old man River.
What's going on?
Quickly to the next comment.
Okay, yes. This is still for Jay. Poco Loco asked, "Did Jay steal one of Natty's earrings?" I think you guys are wearing. Someone commented it. What? I think you both are wearing the same earrings.
No,
no.
definitely
No.
not. I'm wearing a triangle.
And
I'm
he's wearing a triangle.
Oh no shit! Oh, that's why. Why did you think I was gonna hit you? Why did you move back like
No,
that?
I did that because you started swearing. You always have one swear bomb every
Oh
episode.
no, I try not to.
So the SHIT word on YouTube.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
you can say shit
Oh, no.
on
Oh,
YouTube.
Okay.
Ooh.
On YouTube, it's actually fine. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I've had this earring for more than a year now. I don't change quite often. I either have a circle or a triangle.
Okay, that makes me
But
feel
yeah.
a little bit better because
Yeah.
I swear
Yeah.
that you always have a black circle, so I
Yes.
assume it.
I-
Okay.
I've always had a black circle.
Okay, I was like, what?
But this one I've had it for more than 8 months now.
Okay.
So,
Whoops.
yeah, thanks for paying attention. I think the first time we met, I've always had a circle.
Okay.
So, anyways.
Circles.
This is just a joke, so don't worry. But Franco7 said, I will not donate again till the beard is back.
That's fair, Franco. That's fair. I'm trying. It'll be 4 days, 2 days, a stubble. By Friday, I'll have a beard.
Oh wow.
Wow, why does it grow
Cool.
that fast?
It's a curse and a gift at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, this was somewhere at the end, nearly the end of the show, like before you asked me to address the comments. But Kevin Eagle said, "I think we need Carmel in the middle now."
Yeah, we should
Kevin Eagles.
bring her in.
Well, actually, the voice of God is the voice of God. But, ladies and gentlemen, exclusive news just for you. This hot seat in the middle might not be empty for long.
Oh.
Ooh.
There's a storm coming.
Okay.
Or there is a new personality coming.
Ta-da.
Stay tuned. Find out. Who is he? Who is she?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is
That's
they?
all we're going to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the mystery.
I'm even confused, but let's just go with it. Yeah.
Okay, on the topic of preventing the spread of COVID, John Peake said that most people have the flu as well. I think the numbers are the same. This was regarding the rise in cases. Tony the Thaiger said, we already had a 5-day weekend. Super spreaders were enjoying a night out. I think this was the full moon party?
I haven't heard the term super spreaders in a long time. Like, yeah, that's
It was
new.
a thing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, super
Back in
they were called-
2020. Yeah.
So like a cluster would basically be called an event where it was a super spreader of COVID-19. But
Yeah.
if that's the case, then everyone is a super spreader and everywhere is a cluster because people just don't care anymore. People are out and about, having fun, living their lives.
Our boot is
In the
back.
grey. Sorry?
Spring.
Okay, Craig said health warnings are not fear mongering. Just to add on to whatever you guys were talking about during that time. Yeah. Okay, when you talked about the pills, John Peake said, I'm with Natty. I'm against pills as well. Good choice, Natty household.
Yeah.
When you talked about the survey, there were a couple of comments. Alan Pafefli said it's good if the money really goes into an insurance. Marky Mark said 300 baht is only $8. Just pay the money. And then when you asked if people from the US coming into Thailand, if they had to pay for something like for the visa fee, Poco Loco said that the visa to get into the US is not cheap. Johnson C said that for Americans coming into Thailand, they have a 30-day visa exemption. And Henry Kim also confirmed that. And then Johnson C said that the Singapore passport is the #1 passport for access. Do you guys know what they have access to? The Singaporean passport.
Oh, Singaporean passport is like #1 or #2 in the world. They got like access to more than 200 countries or something, something like that. It's crazy. I mean, love to have a Singapore passport, but since I don't, I shall just wallow in my own self-loathing.
Yes.
What? So dramatic.
Oh, can I address something quickly?
Yes.
This Thursday we have an event.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first Thaiger event. Now, I promise we'll have 2 events this year. Our first event, because it's our first time, as always, on Thursday, July the 21st, we will have a members meetup. So Marky Mark, Franco7, Hans, and all the members joining us. I hope if you are in Bangkok, you can join us. We did post on the community where we will be meeting and the time. So all the members who are watching, on July the 21st, this Thursday at noon, we will have a meetup. We hope that all of you or most of you can join us. And later on this year, we will have a general Thaiger meetup where we'll get to meet all the viewers and just have a all-out banger of a party. And I think we just have to rent an entire restaurant or a club. We've got PG Santa going nuts in the background.
It's kind of cool to see the faces behind the names, though. Like, for example, the only person I have seen that's actually not true. I do know a couple of the faces, but once you know who is who, like, it makes like reading the comments so much nicer because now I can put the name to the face, the face to the name.
Hans, for example.
Who's Hans?
Hans C. Schellenberg?
Yeah, I met him.
Did you meet him?
I don't think so.
Oh no, I think
I met Franco 7.
Oh, Franco 7,
Yeah.
right? Frank came into the studio.
Yeah.
Extremely nice guy.
Super tall.
Yeah. I think I saw Hans through Facebook, either with Tim or with you. I'm not sure.
No.
But when I saw him, I was like, yeah, you don't really know how they look like, and then I'm like, oh, that's the person who joins us live every morning. It's like a nice revelation. It's like, oh, cool.
Do you stalk them afterwards?
No. I respectfully choose not to stop.
Okay.
We've got a comment from What's Up Pattaya again. He says, Natty and Jay, don't forget the boat trip in December in Pattaya with Tequila Joe on the Playmate. Pow. Rock 'em. Sock 'em. It's going to catch on. Thank you once again. We will not forget the boat trip in December. What's Up Pattaya? Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. All right, Kamal, please continue.
Yes. When you talked about the full moon party, Nebula37 said, for the full moon parties, at least they could be accurate about the crowd numbers. The crowd estimates keep getting larger and larger, but I highly doubt there were 20,000 people in that party.
Possible that is a inflated number. That's very possible. But they did report, though, April was the highest, right? One of the highest, which is 10,000, and then it dipped May and June, and then it spiked up again just because of the holiday. So I think the trends are correct. The numbers, I might have to agree with you that it's a little bit inflated.
Yeah. Marky Mark has a comment. Thank you for the donation, Marky Mark. He says, Jay, I will not be in Bangkok until the second week in November. Hope to meet up with you, Natty and the Voice of God. Well, November/December is the time that we're planning to have our second meet and greet at the end of the year where we can meet everyone. So you can look forward to that, Marky Mark. Yeah. And yeah, the whole crew will be there this Thursday and near the end of the year.
Yeah.
We will have Natty Warisa, one Natty Warisa.
Me.
I will be around.
One J.
Well, I'm three of you, so three
No.
J's. And the Voice of God will be there. Yes, she will. As well as a couple of our famous videographers. We've got Jason, we've got Dan. And we'll try to come with the whole Thaiger team if we can. A lot of the people who are directly responsible for the show. Shai, who's behind the buttons every day now.
So any... I forgot it's alive. Can we cut that out?
She did the F-bomb.
Oh my gosh.
How dare you?
So only the people watching live can actually see the fluff.
She got super comfortable over there.
I got so comfortable. I'm like, yeah.
We're like 56 minutes in. If someone
no.
watches it after the live show and makes it so far, I commend you.
I shall eat.
How could you?
I mean, I like Shy and everybody. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Michael Seberg said, I think Natty and Jay should go taste test this new aroma-free durian. Let us know how it tastes.
I really want to try, even though I'm against it. I don't mind trying anything once. YOLO, you only live once. Must try the stuff.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
So can I address something quickly?
Yes.
Bootany66 says, Jay, instead of ladies and gentlemen, just say y'all. So from now on, I'm going to say y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all sound so funny coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Actually, a very nice comment. And a sad comment from Craig the SLP. He says, thanks for the last week, Natty, Jay, and Carmel. I have to leave my COVID isolation tomorrow and go back to work. No more viewing live. Well, it's unfortunate, Craig, that you can't watch us live, but we're happy that you'll be going back to work. That's good news, right?
Yeah, that is good news.
Yeah. It's tough times out there.
Can you try saying something with an American accent?
Sure.
Okay, just try reading PG Santa's nice donation comment.
Wow, thank you very much for PG Santa first really. Since the video is going to get demonetized. Well, thanks PG Santa. Well, thanks PG Santa for your... Sounds a bit southern for some reason. Thanks PG Santa for your donation. Really does matter to us a lot. And
What
there's a lot of
accent is
people
this
just
supposed to be?
watching me. I have no idea. It's a confused accent.
American.
It's a confused, sad American accent. I apologize for that. But yes, since we will be demonetized because someone had a little slip up.
No, we're gonna cut that part out, right, Shai?
Thank you very much to all the donations and the donators. Any last comments, Carmel?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. Well, I hope y'all have had a great show. Is Jay
really
on
don't know
acid?
how to
Possibly,
do the-
Ralph. Possibly.
You
Sorry.
really don't know how to do the American accent. You can't speak.
It
American.
just becomes like a southern accent for some reason. It just becomes like a Texas accent.
It's Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying
I
it's
think you're
Texas.
offending a lot of Texans right now. They're like, our accent it does not
No,
sound like
clearly, of course, absolutely. It's a Hollywood representation of a Texas
that. Like back in the
accent.
70s, yeah.
All right. Thank you once again to What's Up Hare for a donation. All right. Naughty Natty, he says, naughty. You have been very naughty today.
Pow.
All right. I am on Purple Kush according to Muhammad Wang.
What does purple kush mean?
Sure, let's pretend like you don't know what that means. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching us live right now. Almost 450 people watching. Thank you for clicking the like button. We hope you've enjoyed the show today. For now, I'd like to say thank you, Natty.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you to the voice of God, Carmel,
you.
behind the scenes, as well as Shai pressing the
Wait,
buttons.
wait.
We hope you oh, no, wait, hold
Stop,
on.
stop.
Oh, I had to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, Poker Loco's in the house. Poker Loco, thank you very much for your huge donation for Natty's F-bomb. He's
Thank
saved
you.
us.
I'll try not to say it. Also,
TiVo
TiVo.
also.
And TiVo, as promised, for Natty's F-bomb.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God.
Did TiVo say if you get... Is this promoting the F-bombs?
I don't
we do not
remember.
condone the
No,
F-bombs
I'm
here.
sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But yeah,
Anyways.
I'll be careful.
Thank you very much, Poco Loco. We really appreciate you. As well as TiVo, thank you very much. Wow. Have a great day, everyone. We hope you had a great Monday, and we hope you have a remainder of the day is also good. We'll see you tomorrow live again.
Bye.
Rock 'em, sock 'em.
Oh, can I? Sorry. Quick exclusive. Sorry, Shai was about to press the buttons. We have 3 videos coming out today. This week. We're actually having an exclusive where me and Natty are going to go to Lumpini Park and try the all-you-can-eat buffet, as well as we will be coming out with new segments of This is Thailand this week. So action-packed week, and we'll also do a Thaiger Unfiltered maybe near the end of the week. So action-packed week for Thaiger fans and Thaiger viewers. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.